right, we are live. Hello, Pamela. How are you? Can you hear me? Yep. Okay, there it is. Volume and everything. What's up, Keith? Aramac RH, Kathy Hayes. How are you? Pups, how are you? Really quick, Jane is not going to be here tonight. Jane's nephew is very, very sick. So I just wanted to let everyone know that. Ghost, no, I did not. What's up, Dis, Donna, Kevin, Lisa, Niroshi, Mothman, Dina, Sean, Steve. What's up from Wisconsin? Rick Sanchez. What's up, Monty, RH, Stella, Missouri, Lady Homestead, Damian Bloodstone, Chris Chung. What's going on? Miss Firehorse from Seattle. Hey, Sonia. John. Hey, Joe. Nino, you sexy MFer. What's up, Bang? How are you, brother? Guys, I cannot believe at 4 a.m. I hit 50,000 subs. Holy moly. I never would have guessed it. Oh, that's hot. Fuck. That's piping hot. MJ, how are you? Banner. Thanks, John. Joe, I had that 4-page pamphlet. I thought there was a bigger book, but apparently there's not. But thank you for looking for me. I did have that for a while. I shared that yesterday with you guys. Yeah, there's a bigger book, I guess, and I can't find it. Yes, that'd be awesome, Bang. I don't even know what happened. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna jinx it, but Wednesday, I usually get like 30 subs a day, which I'm happy with. I'm not doing this for subscribers or, like to get mass subscribers. I'm doing this because I love doing this. And Joe, I need that then. And Animes, how are you? So California, Caden, Adam Hernandez, and it is what it is. So anyway, Wednesday, I noticed that like my subscriber count was going up, and I'm like, what? And it was like every time I did something on my channel, it was up like 10 more subs. So I had hit Pups, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. You're awesome. Thank you. And I literally had gained like 1,000 subs in 3 days. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I was like, there's got to be some glitch. But then there were people following my Instagram, which my Instagram has nothing on there. It's got like a couple of pictures of my old 3-wheeler and 4-wheeler, me with a comic book collection, Tigger, and a couple of other things. What's up, Steel Redneck? And Dogman, UK man, how are you? Sean, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for blessing me. I appreciate that. I got some awesome encounters for us tonight, and I got some pretty cool stuff that we can talk about and have a good nightmare night. Yeah, that Anton LaVey article was awesome. Joe Michaela had found MJ Bates. Thank you so much. Had found the 4-page one. I had it for a while. And Donna, holy cow, thank you. And Robin, thanks. Thank you so much. And there's supposedly a book. I know there's like a 40-minute seminar. And I sent an email out to some of his affiliates to ask if I could share it on the channel, because it's all about the transition of there was a lot of mention of like sex magic, kind of like Crawley, what Crawley used to talk about. So I took a little bit of that out of there because I didn't want to get the YouTube algorithm all in a stir. So, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. I enjoyed it. 123 people, 46 likes. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Dogman UK, man, that's awesome. I'm glad that you're here with us. Hey, Sharon, how are you? So once again, really quick, Jane Ansbrock, what's going on? Jane is not going to be here tonight. Her nephew is severely ill, so if we could keep Jane's nephew in the prayer. He's got a rare type of pneumonia. Her brother Dave is a wicked nice guy. I love Jane and I love Dave. Her nephew Peter is very ill. I promised Jane that I would let everyone know that she wasn't going to be here, and so no, I don't read Russian, but I'm taking some kind of, I signed up for a class so I can read Russian. Just because I want to see, I change my VPNs every once in a while, and I want to see what I can find in different parts of the world about Dogman stuff. Hey, Paul, how are you? No one back home. Ginger Beard, what's going on? Yes, I did get your email. It's all printed out. What's going on, Robert Sharp? How are you? I don't know if we'll see Tigger tonight. Tigger, there's a big rainstorm up here, and Tigger's under the bed. He is absolutely petrified of rain. He came running in here probably like 2 hours ago, and freaking started growling because it was raining out. Not sure where Brown Snake is. Yeah, Tig does not like the rain. He might come out after he hears me talking. What's up, alligator? Yes, I do, Sharon. I do have a great fan base. Thank you so much. What's up, Jimmy? There's floods in Vermont. We haven't gotten flooded because we're at a higher elevation. I know like part of lower below us has. What's up, Moose Knuckle Johnson? Hey, Suze, how are you? Yeah, it's actually pretty decent up here. It's about 72. Awesome, Joe. Send me the email so I can find that, please. Yeah, I know. I checked out his pictures. Guys, also, if you guys want to get in touch with me, my Facebook is all fuckered up. So email me. I can't use Messenger. I've said it like 1,000 times, but I keep getting notifications on Messenger that I can't open. So if you guys want to talk or send me something or just, email me, please. $80 here in Virginia. Hey, Sandhoff, how are you? Randall Kennedy, you're not late, brother. It's only 9 minutes. At least you're here. That's all that matters, right? Yes, thank you, MS. 113 in California's neck of the woods. Jeez, I'm crow. It's 97 in Kentucky. I just cooked some Dogman steaks. Yeah, it's been storming a lot here. We was it yesterday? No, Friday. We had some storms that came ripping through here. I've never heard thunder that was like this. It was literally like 2 minute long thunder. Like it just sounded like the sky was growling. And I was like, what is that noise? I kept looking for tornadoes. I was like, what is that noise? What the hell? And it was just nuts. Tornado hit Ottawa. Wow. Josie Wales, yeah, I imagine Kumbo will be back sometime. He's busy and he's older. I know he's got some personal issues right now that he's dealing with. Super nice guy though. Really wonderful. I'm fortunate to have gotten to know him and meet him. Just like Claudia Ackley. I'm so fortunate to meet her. And she will be missed. Yes, G. Andrews, I agree with you. The government is controlling the weather. I actually, about a year ago, for those of you guys who have been here, talked about how a bunch of crap went on in Tazewell, Virginia, and there was some really strange stuff going there. I'm not sure about Luke or Luke's dad. Have not talked to him in a while. Thanks, Aramek. Yep, DARPA, exactly. Nino is just getting sexier and sexier every time I see that avatar. Hey, Elisa, how are you? Elisa Conroy. Kirk Stokes has got some health issues too. I got to get him back on. I could tell you guys a crazy story about Kirk Stokes that you guys would not believe, and it would really be like, what happened? Hey, T. Neil, how are you? I haven't seen Libra Poet in a couple of weeks either. Yeah, there's a big Bigfoot warning out of Teos, New Mexico, and very strange, very strange, because you got a couple of things going on, obviously in Dulce. You got some weird stuff going on in Gila, and now Teos. Teos has always been a strange neck of the woods. MS, Jane, I said Jane is not going to be here tonight. Her nephew is very ill in the hospital. He's not doing well at all. So please keep him in your prayers. I don't know who L.A. Missouri is. I don't know who that is. What's up, David Thompson? How are you? I don't really watch other other researchers. I pretty much research all my own stuff, so it's just I don't know. MJ Bates, no, I still have not gotten your postcard. Still have not gotten your postcard. The topic of tonight is tonight. There's no topic. There never is a topic for live streams. What's up, Scott? How are you? I do have some awesome encounters, though. I think we'll start one out of South Georgia. Let me cross my legs here. No, just Steve Quayle, Liz. Hang on. No, you never sent me a book of LA, Liz. Just Steve Quayle. Thank you, Cabin Fever Soap 1. That's a fucking awesome name. Have you had any updates on it? No, Jim. No. I don't think we will, to be honest with you. That was like a one set done experience. You know what I mean? Hey, Troy, how are you? How's the weather up in upstate? Further upstate than I am. Okay, Liz. Okay. Now, yes, I know who he is. Now I do know who he is. But no, I don't have any of his books. That'll be a surprise for tomorrow, Dogman UK man. What movie is great? Saw the movie Freedom. I got to see that. I got to see Freedom. Dude, I celebrated my 50,000 subscriber today. I made my favorite dinner and I binged the first season of the original Law and Order. So that's why I dorked out completely today. Yeah, I really am trying to get JR to come on. Anyway, yeah, I made scrambled eggs, toast, bacon, and just binged Law and Order, the original, before McCoy and all that. It was awesome. MJ, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure what's up with stuff. Breakfast for dinner is the best. Breakfast is my favorite dinner, to be honest with you. You didn't miss anything, John. We're just starting out kind of slow. Thanks, Kathy. So, all right, here we go. South Georgia. I live in South Georgia, and I leave work at around 10:45 p.m., riding my bike for about 30 minutes to get home on a dimly lit road. Before I take the long ride home, I usually stop at my girlfriend's house, which is around a minute ride from my work. Thank you, Aramek. All right. Thank you so much. Did you ever buy a box fan? I do. I have a fan blowing in from this room right here, from my living room. But I don't want my room. This room is so small. If I put a fan in here, it would be too loud. All right. So I'm going to start this really quick. I'm sorry, guys. I live in South Georgia. I leave work at around 10:45 p.m., riding my bike for about 30 minutes to get home on a dimly lit road. Before I take the long ride home, I usually stop at my girlfriend's house, which is around a minute's ride from work. On one particular night, my phone died once I reached her home. As I was about to leave, we both felt a slight feeling of dread. She wished me a safe ride, and I began riding home. Just a little down the road, the light on the front of my bike died, which meant I was flying mostly blind. I stopped and turned on some small little lights on the spokes of my front wheel so cars could see me for safety reasons. I know the road to my house very well, so I wasn't too worried about my light going out at the time. My neighborhood sits behind a gas station and a restaurant with a spacious parking lot on the other side of the road. Another important detail is the sidewalk is on that side of the restaurant. As I'm riding very close to the entrance of my neighborhood, I saw a large group of people standing in the parking lot. I rode by not saying a word. I was startled when I heard one of them yell something that sounded like, "Hey." It was in a loud, forceful tone. I began to bike a little faster after hearing this. I didn't even want to look both ways or stop in the front of the road. Rather, I just barreled through. As I looked behind, as I'm entering the neighborhood, I was horrified to see that the crowd of people were chasing me on bikes. Terrified, I sped up even more through my neighborhood. I was very scared because I essentially had a beacon on me with the spoke lights on my bike. My neighborhood doesn't have many straight roads, so I tried to lose them as best as I could. I'm a very competent bike rider, so I managed to turn some corners very fast, and every time I looked back, I saw less of them chasing me. After making a very precautious turn onto one of the straight long roads in the neighborhood, I rode as fast as I could. My house is the only one turn away from the end of the road. When I was a decent distance down the road, I took one last look behind me, and I was horrified. There was a huge thing chasing me. It was very lanky and tall, I guess around 7 feet tall, and had a pale face. It also was very pronounced and long knuckles. I couldn't make out much more details than that, but I definitely remember its pale white skin. It was running faster at me than I could go. I was going the fastest I've ever gone on my bike yet. It was still catching me on foot. It looked like it was exerting itself a lot by running that fast. It was leaning heavily into its run. Its arms were moving quickly beside it with its hands into fists. I let out an audible yelp due to the immense terror I was feeling at that point. I turned the final time onto a smaller street and then turned into my driveway. I jumped off my still moving bike, threw the door open, which luckily was unlocked, and ran inside. When my mom went to see what was up, I told her there was something chasing me. She ran to go lock the doors, and I heard a noise like someone saying, "Hey," outside. My mom later reported it to the police, and they patrolled the neighborhood at night for about a couple of weeks. It was recently that my girlfriend and I were talking about this again, and we realized that the thing was running faster than any human possibly could. She suggested maybe a crawler, so I figured I'd share it with you. What'd I miss? Anything good? I see anchovies. Florida ocean is scary. New Smyrna. I learned how to surf in New Smyrna. Is anyone from around that area in Florida? They have the most sharks ever. Pizza is good. I like pizza. Lake Michigan does look like an ocean. It's huge. What's up, Jessa 2.0? I imagine Sandhoff, I imagine that crawlers have been seen in the city. I've never had an experience sent to me. But I mean, you think they'd probably use like the sewers, like Chud, That's just my take. I don't know. What part of New York? I live in Lake George, New York. I'm in upstate. But for those of us who live in New York, like Sandhoff and Scott, it's funny when I hear people call like Rochester upstate because it's not. Why are Florida beaches scary? No, New Smyrna, the ocean in New Smyrna, because it's full of sharks there. I learned how to surf there when I was like 25. And my buddy that I was surfing with never told me that there was like tons of sharks in that area. What the hell was that? I'm just throwing freaking encounters on the ground. Thank you, futuristical minded. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jeff, any Mount Giant stories coming yet? Nothing as of yet that I've seen. Josie Wales. I don't know. I haven't heard of any either. Yeah, there's a lot of flooding. Vermont is flooded like a mother. The capital of Vermont was flooded up to the top of like SUV roofs, Montpelier. No, I'm way up north, Joe. I'm at a better elevation level, so we won't get flooded here. The Hudson River is lower than us. Caden, I hope you don't see anything good. Pearl Green, holy shit, thank you so much. I appreciate that. George Coker, I don't know, what do New Yorkers sound like? because New York's a big state and not everybody sounds like they're from the city, brother. I know people from the city, like my grandma lived in Rosedale, Queens, and she didn't sound like she was from the city. It's just a select few people. Usually Long Islanders have an accent that I've noticed. A lot of Long Islanders but like people from Manhattan and stuff, they talk just like regular people. Brooklyn, my home. Yeah, every place is flooded right now. It's crazy. Thank you again, Pearl Green. Oh, that's awesome, California. I'm glad that you're having a good visit. I hope your visit's well with your daughter. I dread the days that my daughters move out because it's just gonna fucking kill me. Well, Caden, I'm glad that I sound normal. No, I know what you meant, George. I know what you meant. Kyle Santiago, thank you so much. She's only 23. Damn. Wait, there's a new Godzilla movie coming out? Dude, I can't watch Godzilla. Godzilla movies make me cry. My 50-50, my spouse is a succubus. Any suggestions? Take it and enjoy it, Kyle. Man, I haven't even seen. I've got to check the new Godzilla. Dude, every time Godzilla gets beat up, or like even when I was a little kid, you guys remember like back in the 80s, the Monster Theater, and it was like every Saturday, dude, I would just start crying because Godzilla would get the shit kicked out of him, but then he'd come back and beat everyone up. I love Godzilla. My favorite one was the Monster Island. Monster Island is my favorite Godzilla movie. Terry Pete, that's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna watch that on Prime, Sharon. It looks pretty good. The Barbie movie looks pretty funny too. My daughter Belle loved Barbie growing up. Like we used to get her like everything. She had like the Malibu house, the dream house, the fucking sex shop house, whatever house. She had like 16 fucking houses. Her room looked like a neighborhood. And I was talking to her today and I'm like, that looks pretty funny. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to look. I don't want to watch it, Dad. I'm like, come on, dude. King Ghidorah? I don't like King Ghidorah. I think my favorite monster in Godzilla besides Godzilla was, well, definitely Mothra. I forget the dinosaur's name, but it was the one that bullied the baby Godzilla on Monster Island, and it had the red kind of mohawk hair. Gamera was awesome, yeah. Baby Godzilla was great. Kong, yeah. I like the old Mecha Godzilla. I didn't like the new one that they had in the new. Rodan is awesome. I didn't like um the new one that they had. The old one was cool. I like the cheesy Godzilla. Yeah, Space Godzilla or Rodan. Yeah. Cheesy old 70s like what the hell was the name of it? Taito or something like that. Godzilla movies were the best. No, I've never seen Chud 2. Dean, that'd be pretty good, but like, well, that's already Rampage, isn't there like a monstrous like Dogman in Rampage the movie? Who had a massive heart attack? You did, Lori? Daniel Rodriguez, I agree with you 100%. It does. Rodan sucks. No way. Yeah, poor Mothra. Oh, Lori, I hope they're okay. Jeez, crow. He passed away 6 weeks after we moved to West Virginia. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. So, all right, here. I know you guys want to know. I know you guys. Do you guys want to know? Do you know what I'm talking about? If one person can say what I'm talking about, does anyone want to know? What am I talking about though, Liz? Do you guys remember the upload that I did the other day with when I displayed my driver's license? My driver's license and my criminal report thing? Do you guys remember that? Do you want to know who did it? Do you want to know who called me out? All right, I'll tell you. So, remember these comments though. If someone is capable of lying about that and creating a fictitious defamation of character, what else are they lying about? It was Roger from LBL. That's who it was. That guy that claims he shot a Dogman with a 410. So if he's capable of lying about that, that just means that, and it's because I didn't ever wanted to interview him because I didn't believe his story. You know, he's the guy that claimed that he survived in a Dogman attack in LBL. Said he shot one with a 410, hid under his trailer and stuff like that. I've never said a word about him. Like I said I didn't believe him to somebody. A subscriber emailed me and said you should have him on your show. And I was like, no, I don't want to. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because of this. And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, yep. And yeah, so I was just like, what the hell? So if you're gonna lie about that, and he's like, we never see Jeff Nadolny's face. He has an extensive criminal background, this, and that. And I'm like, dude, people see my face all the time, you toolbox. No, he's not a member of the NADP. The NADP didn't believe him either. That's why he went after Jody Cook as well. That's what I said. I've seen a blue tick hound dog get shot by a 410 accidentally, and it's still alive. You know. Dina, I just told you what he lied about. No, it's not attractive. He lied about me saying that I'm not from New York and saying that I had an extensive criminal background and a bunch of other shit. John, well, I'm sorry if I let you down, brother. Jumpy, exactly. 410s are good for like bird hunting. They're a good bird hunting or gun. You know, like you can shoot. I like shooting clay pigeons with it. You know. I mean, my daughter's fucking 22 Magnum could do more damage than a 410, for God's sakes. Hey, Rihanna, how are you? No, I'm 47, brother. I will if he persists. I hope that he doesn't. And I don't want to, because I don't want to do anything. I just want it to end, and I hope that he doesn't, or I hope that he doesn't continue, because California. Exactly, Terry Pete. Exactly. The 22 Magnum's actually a pretty decent round. I mean, if you think about the round of 22 Magnum, or not Magnum, yeah, Magnum. There's a 22 Magnum, a 22, and then there's like 3 different 22 rounds. The Magnum's not, it's not, I mean, 22s are not great rounds anyway, but I mean, his own T-Wave, his own. Yeah, well, I mean, I wish I hope I didn't affect it in a negative or positive way. I just 22 Magnums are a great plinking rifle. I like them. My Mini 14 used. Yeah, that's what Mini 14s use, is 223 and 556. Yep. The 22 Hornet. Yeah, the 22 Hornet's it's a bigger round. That's not a great round. It's like a round, it almost resembles a 223. Ah, Sandhoff. Aramek, thank you. No, what's going on, and I said it today. Yes, pups. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna go and buy some trail cams. I'm gonna buy 2, and I'm gonna put one by the area where the tree was smashed, and I'm gonna put one down on the trail by like that kill zone area. And Daniel Brad, yes, tumble upon impact. I actually talk about that a lot on this channel. It's the greatest round ever. TUI, Fort Scott Munitions. I talk about it all the time, my friend. What gun I'm gonna bring my Caltech with me, and a Canic 9 with TUI in it. But anyway, I'm gonna put a camera over where I was sitting on the rocks when I was narrating to you guys. I'm gonna put one like kind of in that location, facing where the tree went, and then down in. Monty, that's the greatest ammo ever. Well, there's Dogman UK, man. There's really no way that anyone would be able to steal the trail cams, because no one goes up there. I've never seen a person in that location ever. No one goes to the location where Tom Mezek disappeared. What's up, Larry? How are you? 22 HMR. I didn't know 22 HMR was around. I thought it was 17 HMR or whatever. Yeah, I do too, Kelly. I do too. I'm good though. Yeah, there was like a creeper outside of my house like a couple of weeks ago. But I live in Glens Falls, New York, which is the Adirondacks. It's the foothills of the Adirondacks. And we have like, okay, so check this out. Just got out of surgery, going to write a note, quick follow up, and go home. Oh, okay. I thought you had me scared there, Larry. Yeah, that's what I thought, Keith. That's what I thought. No, Larry works in the hospital. Larry's a badass. I might take a buddy with me. I probably will take my daughter's boyfriend. Rockin' steady. You caught me. I live in the Hamptons. You got me. I'm in the Hamptons. I go and I celebrate. Periodically I go to Connecticut and partake in clam bakes. MS, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Not Buddy, your cat. Buddy's hiding under my bed. Buddy's scared. The second way is right, California. Second way. Oh. Yeah, I gotta buy another camera for my back. I gotta. Lily, your uncle's a smart guy. Double 12 gauge barrel for some reason. A double 12 gauge is a great. I mean, 12 gauge shotgun is a great gun. There's better guns, but a 12 gauge will get it done. Get a German Shepherd to go with me. I don't like dogs. I don't know why. I mean, I like dogs. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't want a dog in my house because they piss when they're puppies and they shit everywhere and fuck. Here's a question. Do you like it? I love my daughter's boyfriend. He's a wonderful kid. Fucking awesome, actually. He's a sweetheart. My daughter Abby is a very dominant person, and he takes that domination. Caden Zero, my next rifle that I buy, save up for, is going to be the SOCOM 2 by Springfield. Not the SOCOM 16, but the SOCOM 2. No, probably not, Daniel. Jim, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a smart move. That's a great gun. Great gun. I'm not a big fan of Blackout. I know they're a good round. I don't like them because they're subsonic. That's the only. Did you guys hear that? Four-wheeler going down the road. I don't like subsonic rounds for some reason. Ooh, he's ripping. You live in the sticks when people ride four-wheelers down the main road. Mega, I've got quite a few Dogman stories from New York, including my own. Got a question for you. I think Dogman hide out in the late spectrum of humans. What do you think of this matter? That's a great theory, Dogman UK, man. I never really thought about it. I think I will sit and think about that tonight, actually. John Parag, I have a 458 SOCOM from Tony Ramore from Tromix Lead Delivery System. He sent it to me as a gift because of my channel, actually. All right, so real quick. I got a Dogman encounter. And then I got a Black Eyed Kids encounter. My encounter happened when I was a teen around 2005. I lived in a small village not too far from where my encounter happened in the Balsas Forest in Sinaloa, Mexico. I didn't tell anyone until years later. My friend and I were quite troublemakers, I will not lie, and we decided to go off on our own. We went to the Balsas Forest and we did not go camping, but we messed around and played until it got dark. I was never fearful of the dark. It never really gave me much fear. So, as dark began to fall upon us, we were fine, and it's not unusual for me to just wander off and go to my friends without telling my mom. Like I said, I was pretty bad back then, and I never listened to my mom anyway. Now the forest was hot and humid, so we had no shirts on. We took them off and casually hung them around our shoulders. We wore shorts and sandals. I was actually tormenting a snake with a stick while my friend laughed at me. The darkness came, yet the whole moon shone bright down through the trees, so it was okay, we could still see. We put our shirts on as it was getting colder at night. We were getting ready to leave, and I thought I knew everything back then. I was very wrong. We heard footsteps off in front of us somewhere, but they were so heavy, not like a human's, yet clearly two-footed. We were more interested in seeing what it was, and my friend suggested we hide in the foliage to scare whatever or whoever it was. We just wanted to have fun. We got in the foliage and giggled to each other and watched and waited. The thuds became louder, and it came out into the opening so fast like a raging bull. It was not a bull. Now we're terrified. The beast was maybe 7 feet tall, maybe even more. It was black and gray, like silver in patches. Its fur was matted and a horrible smell, a smell that I've never smelled again. I cannot describe that stench. The ears were pointed. We never said a word to each other as we stared at this thing sniffing the air like a wolf on the scent of its prey. You could see defined body muscles and arms. Yeah, arms and hands with very long, unusual fingers with claws. It had a very long snout. You could see it had fang-like teeth, dog-like in many ways, but much too big. It had backwards bent legs and the strangest feet I'd ever seen, elongated with 3 huge toes. It looked so strange. It then suddenly snapped its head towards us and stared with intent of evil. You could tell. Its eyes were an ember colored and slanted looking. We just ran. We didn't know what else to do. We made a big mistake because it was now too dark to see clearly, and in all the panic, we thought we were lost. And we just went to the nearest large tree, climbed as far as we could. We sat there in the dark, listening to thudding steps through the forest. We stayed huddled in that tree the whole night, waiting to be eaten or killed, but it never came. The next thing I remember, it was morning. You don't know fear like that, praying in a tree for your life, cold and terrified. Being in danger from falling from the tree didn't matter. That thing mattered. When the morning came, we knew we were way too deep in the forest. Funny how fear can change your perception. When I got home, my mom scolded, shouted, and went on so long about where I had been. I had never been shouted at like that before. I never told anyone about my experience. My friend and I never did until later on. My mom thought her shouting changed me, but no, that creature changed me, and I did not stray again. Now I live in London, England, but I will never, but it will stay with me forever. What's up, Randy? What's up, Rob Salazar? How are you? Rockin' steady. Very true. Very true. I like how what the hell is that? Yes, I do have Texas Dogman encounters, but I don't have them on me right now. Yeah, I definitely think they climb trees. Definitely. I just don't think these kids were lucky. So, um, the Samuel Colt thing, the show there. What is it? The Winchesters and the Supernatural. Those two shows. I think it's cool how they always like refer to the Colt as being like the demon stopper. Hey, Kurt, how are you? Lone Star Lady, your dog is very lucky to have someone cooking for them. Savage Lunatic, how are you? Randy, I really don't think we'll hear anything more from the Border Patrol guy because I think it was that one experience. He's now living in Mexico. To be honest with you, I'd kind of feel weird if we did hear more from him. I'd have to question it because I'd be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Kevin Stover, what's up? How are you? I thought Kevin Stover's insignia was Thunderbolt for a second there. I got a little excited. I'm excited that you're here, Kevin, too. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Eunice, how are you? Red Cardinal, hell yeah, I'm glad you're here. God, can you believe, guys, we freaking made it to 50,000 subscribers? That is so crazy. Gravity Cheeseburger, how are you? Nick Hendricks. I don't know where Thunderbolt is, Kevin. To be honest with you, I haven't seen him in so long. Thanks, Monty. MS, I did an experience. Actually, MS. Remember when that thing smashed the tree? I was doing a Dogman encounter out of Yakima County when whatever it was smashed through that tree. To be frank with you, so yeah. Animes 50, thank you very much. Hi from upstate New York myself. Hey, brother. Whereabouts in upstate, Chris? Renita, how are you? I remember. Yeah, me too, Kevin. Me too. Randall, what happened to your mom? Your mom's sick? Martha, how are you? Oh, Zach. From Erie, Pennsylvania. Johnstown. Yeah, Johnstown's just south of me. What's up, brother? Hell yeah, Johnstown. I did not like the opening scene of Chud. Gravity Cheeseburger, why? Elon versus Zuckerberg? Elon Musk would kick Zuckerberg's ass. Futuristic minded, thank you so much. Stella, no, you're good. You're good. I can answer that question right now. You're good. Yeah, I saw that too, Lone Star. I was actually wondering about that, actually. I was wondering if that was part of that cover up. Ooh, Brightburn. Ooh, yeah, Brightburn. Where did you see that, Alligator Horse? Did you stream it? Because I want to see that. E-Rev, what's up? I hear you, brother. I hear you. Guy's a fucking toolbox. Yeah, Terry Pete. Actually, there's gonna be. I talked to him. He's a very nice guy, and I'm figuring out a way of sharing some of his videos without getting hit with copyrights. So I'm gonna. What is Dogman's backstory? Levi, honestly, there really is. I don't know what the Dogman backstory is. Um, and I don't think anyone truly does, to be honest with you. And if someone says they do, share it with me because I'd like to hear it. No, nothing as of recent. Well, kind of, Red Cardinal. You'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. Crypto Work Pro, you guys are going to have to wait until tomorrow morning. Hard to keep up with the chat. LOL, took me a bit. Lori, yeah, the chat is pretty hard to keep up with. That's why, like, when I narrate an encounter, I'm like, oh shit, what did I miss? Hey, Rhonda, how are you? Did you get my email? Living in Adams? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Wait, Rhonda Wolf. No, I didn't. No, I did not get that, actually, Rhonda Wolf. Can you please send it to me again? I apologize. Wait, who got eaten by a dog man? What am I missing here? Red Cardinal, email me, please, okay? And I'll get in touch with you on that, please. And yes, thank you, Rhonda. I'm sorry. Who got eaten by a dog man? Thanks, Pearl Green. I appreciate that. Jared Cooper. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Jared Cooper is. I've heard of plenty of experiences out of Florida. Is it pretty good? Red Cardinal, you're smart and your kids are smart. Dennis, how are you? Please keep an eye on your kids while going, even if it's in your backyard, okay? Because it's definitely dangerous. I mean, these things when they are out there, and you know, I really, my saying is like when people are like, "Oh, why do you guys believe in these things? How we never seen them?" Well, just because, you know, people have never seen them hiking out in the woods and crap like that. How often do you see a bear? How often do you see a deer? You know, I mean, yeah, you do, but it's not like, you know what I mean? Back from my trip out of the forest and my guy, I had some wild videos for you. Dennis, I'm looking forward to it, brother. Libra, how are you, girl? Thank you so much. We missed you last weekend. This is what I mean. Like, this channel, and I'm not saying like my channel is better than any channel. I'm just saying like we have like a family here. You know, Eric, you're great, brother. I'm glad that you're here. Alex, thank you for thank you, Eric and Alex. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. Am I up on the disclosure? The disclosure of what? I was worried about you, Libra. I was actually, if you didn't show up this weekend, I was going to email you. Carolyn Skidmore, love you too. Thanks, Dogman. You came in. I mean, we're a family here, you know? Like I really love you guys and the people who are not here because we have a platform that encounter with the Dogman. I haven't seen the video yet. Can you inform me? Levi, give me a minute. I will. We have a platform here that people can share and not be violated, you know what I mean? Like not get shit on by other people. I think it's great that we have this platform. And it's Candy Wolf, how are you? And it's not me, it's you guys. You know, like I have the platform. I created the platform, but you guys are the base of the platform. You know what I mean? You guys are what keeps it sturdy and what keeps it going. So thank you. Do you guys remember the experience that I shared about in Vermont, right on the border of New York and Vermont? I think I'm gonna go up there and check that out, where the guy had that dog man in his backyard. What Joe just said kind of reminded me of that. Are there any dogmen in JW? Here's something I want you to think about, JW, and everyone. Dogmen and Bigfoot are nomadic. They don't just like find a piece of woods and be like, "Hey, this is my home." You know, Bigfoot may, but dogmen are nomadic and they just travel around. You know what I mean? So uh, yes, chances are there may be a dogman in that forest one day and maybe not the next. You know what I mean? What's up, William Bonds? Did you see my question about Victor? Jenny. Also, if you think the world will reveal any truth anytime soon. I didn't see your question about Victor. No, I didn't. It goes so fast, so I'm sorry. But I don't think we'll get any kind of anything from the government anytime soon. Oh, Jenny. Well, he's actually shared that. Victor has shared certain things that he's allowed to share, and there's other things that he can't, and he won't share. So there's certain things. Sorry to bother you about this, but did Dogman give you PTSD? I've been wondering. No, Levi, it didn't give me PTSD. What it did was mode. Yes, I've had a Dogman encounter in 1994. What it did after I saw the thing that freaked me out the most about my Dogman encounter was one, I didn't get laid that night. No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, I didn't. But anyway, is that how they were capable of running through the patch of woods so quickly without having any kind of, because it was just full of briar, full of trees and branches and just a bunch of bullshit. So yeah, that's what messed me up. And there was 6 of them or more. Exactly, alligator. Exactly. Never had a Sasquatch encounter. I hope I never have a Sasquatch encounter, actually, because was it Dogman or werewolves? To me, what I saw didn't resemble. It had a muzzle, and it was very tall. It didn't resemble like the. It didn't resemble the atypical Dogman or werewolf movie thing. It had a muzzle. It was at least 7 feet tall. It was slender, but not overly muscular, but you could tell that it was strong. So I don't know, to be honest with you. When I explained my encounter and talked about it, it almost didn't look like it belonged on this planet. That's the best thing I can say. It was just so strange looking that it didn't exist, or you know what I mean? Um, with Victor Libra or what with me? I don't know. Eric, I'd like to hear your Sasquatch encounter if you don't mind sending it to me, brother. If Victor comes, wait, Thunderbolt's here? Where's Thunderbolt? Is Thunderbolt here? Caden just said hi, Thunderbolt. Why did Caden say hi, Thunderbolt? Mode, yes, I do think they have the ability to cloak. Jamie, no, I haven't heard that. Can you send me a link, Jamie, please, on that? I'd to do a call in while we're doing lives, Libra, that would be good. I'd like to do that. I got to figure out a way of doing that. But that's a good idea, and I think I will. I'll figure out a way of doing it in the next couple of where the fuck is my phone? In the next couple of weeks. I want to check something real quick. Sorry, guys. I just want to check my email because someone said something about Fred Shields. Donna. Okay. I was just checking to see if anyone emailed me. Randy, going to bed early tonight. Good night, brother. I could take a horse ride with you. Randall, me and you got to get in touch with each other because I want to talk with you. I'm going to probably give you a holler this week. My ex Dogman with me and still called me crazy. Terry Pete, that's. I saw that No Cap Bustin' with Stephen Greer on it. I saw that. I like Sean Ryan. Very good guy. Where was your Libra? You got awesome ideas. Alligator, you need to tell Jeff. Anti-Illuminati. How are you? Dogman, go back thousands of years. They used to trade. Yes, anti-Illuminati. I've said that a couple different times. I do have all of Alligator's encounters, and I did read one. Dogmen walked hand in hand over the land bridge with humanity back in the day. I do. I have a whole folder of UK encounters. Red Cardinal, there is no judgment here. Honestly, there's no judgment here. That's a possibility, Libra. That's a good possibility. What's up, Colin from Dubai? How are you, my brother? All right. Black Eyed Kids. Black Eyed Kids, baby. About a month ago, November 3rd, 2020, Election Day, it was a little past midnight, and I had woken up to a banging sound on my door. My parents were out voting, and my sister was still asleep. I went downstairs quietly so I wouldn't wake my sister up. I had cameras, but I decided not to look at them. When I looked through the little peeping hole on the door, I saw children. They didn't quite look normal, though. A little boy, maybe 8 years old, had these weird shoes and outfits that someone in the 40s would have wore. The girl, maybe 6, didn't look any better. She had this haircut that a woman would wear in the 90s and an outfit that a woman would wear in the 70s. Besides that, they looked perfectly normal. Are you lost? I asked. Our parents will be home soon, they both said in unison. Do you need anything? Can we come in? Right away, I knew something was off about these kids. Not just the fact that they were dressed weirdly, but the fact that their voices were off. They had voices that no 8 or 6-year-old child should have. Suddenly, I felt dizzy, and I knew that something was weird with these kids. If your parents are almost here, then you can wait outside, I said. It was perfectly safe neighborhood, and not a robbery or anything had ever gone on. I never ever saw a shady person walking around here. Can we come in? They asked once more. But this time, they weren't asking, and they started to get angry. No, you may not, I yelled. I know this sounds bad, that I'm saying that to little kids that lost can't come in my house, but there's something off about these kids. That yell had woken up my sister. She turned the porch light on, which helped me see these kids and their black eyes. I screamed and shut the door in their face. My sister asked, "What's going on? Who was that, and why did you yell?" I told her, "Just go back to bed, don't worry about it." She did as I asked. The kids eventually left, but they did some damage to my house when I shut the door. They ripped some plants and cracked the window. Later that night, I did some research on them and found out that these black eyed kids can only come into your house with permission. There is a slight chance that they would come back soon, and I'll be ready. When these kids left, they went into a black car with 2 tall guys in suits. Just remember, if you ever see kids with black eyes and pale skin come towards your house, don't let them in. Dude, that's weird. Um, black eyed kids get in a vehicle with tall men in black. That's weird. Exactly, Martha. Exactly. Men in black are freaky. Eric D, have a great night. I look forward to reading that. Did you hear what happened to Richard? Attacked. Huh. I'll have to look into that. What do you think supposed reptilian alien encounters on the 2 separate flights recently? Well, Jenny, we talked about that last week, and like I said, my buddy Night God, who is my friend Kyle, was talking about it, and they were landing at Denver Airport, which was weird. The girl was supposedly intoxicated. I know Kyle or Night God, believes it completely because I know he thinks she's hot. But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with it. Adam Matthews, we already talked about that. The guy's a joke. How do I know Night God? Um, I don't. How do you know your friends? Yeah, yeah. That's why I I don't know. I'm on the fence with it because they were going to the Denver airport or they were leaving the Denver airport. So I'm kind of like, all right, maybe it did happen. That sounds good, Dogman UK man. Gravity cheeseburger. Jeff, do you think Men in Black are aliens or vampires? I think they're possibly aliens. Or not aliens, but something. Maybe aliens, but not like bulbous head aliens. Possibly people that came out of like Dulce or Dumbs and stuff like that. Bode high. I was only teasing with you. We just people meet, I don't really remember how, but he's a good dude. He's actually a subscriber too. Kind of like the Nordics. Yes, thank you, Mike Spano. Thank you. Or time travel. Yep. Very good. Hey, Enki, what's up? Trolls in the chat. Where, Jared Cooper? What's their name, brother? Yeah, I think she saw something, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I wasn't there, so she definitely acted freaked out. You know what I mean? What's up, IE native? So I mean, maybe she was definitely freaked out. Info on New Mexico skinwalkers. That's I don't know. I mean, Navajo skinwalkers. I don't. I mean, I've done a bit about them. Phil Snyder is a man. I did an upload about Phil Snyder. No vampire updates. Nick, no, I haven't. Jamie had am I John Page. It's a combination of both, Badhi. So it's a 3-hour video, but with a different interview as well too. Men in Black, maybe androids. That's a good one, Caden. I never really thought about that. Who are we talking about? Suicide. What happened? I missed something. Jeff, maybe you need to interview John Page. He saw Black Eyed Kids. Yes, I was just thinking about that. I was going to see if he'd send me the Black Eyed Kid or wait, John Page, you saw a Black Eyed Kid that was wearing wolfskin. That's definitely creepy. Nick Hendricks, there is a lot of weird stuff in North Carolina mountains. Nantahala. Susie, you may be right. Dogman, UK man, that sounds good. Hey, Lake Superior. Yeah, I don't think Phil Schneider killed himself. Just like freaking William Cooper, he was not a criminal, and he should have never gotten shot in his freaking front yard. It was disgusting. One of the greatest books, Behold the Pale Horse. But you had to get it before they re-edit it because the new edit is not good. Dennis, you want me to have you on the show, interview you, brother? I've got your phone number and your email still, I think. Yes, it's on my desk downstairs. I think it was like 3 years after the book came out. UK man, I just put my email in the comment section for you. Libra, I saw the older one and the newer one. So yes, I seen the 2000 and the original too. Just got back from UP, read the book, The Crooked Tree. The Crooked Tree. Wow. Yeah, that's the edited version, Mike. I got my unedited version because there's about 40 pages missing. Because I got two versions. I got my first one in 2003. And then I bought a new one in 2015 because I thought I had lost my original one, found it, and realized that there's a bunch of pages missing, like missing. Bear walkers. Yeah, I read a thesis on the Ojibwe talking about bear walkers. Jeff, don't you think that they're based on pale men in the woods crawling around and eating people? LOL. Yes, I do. Yeah, feral humans. I really think that's absolutely true, Libra. Oh my God, holy shit. So there was a subscriber. It's in that filing cabinet somewhere, but he had a Dogman encounter, but he also had a feral experience encounter. And so check this out. I believe it was in Texas somewhere, like some out of the way Texas, like small town. It was like a ghost town. But they had been driving around, right? Him and his girlfriend were driving around. He was a teenager, and they came to this they were just taking these offshoot roads and stuff, and fucking they literally stopped because there's like 4 trailers and one is kind of whole, but not really. It's missing windows and shit. And then there's like two or three that are just really gutted. The girlfriend stays in the car because she has like a bad feeling about it, right? And he gets out and he looks around. Well, he sees this guy who's like 6.5, 7 feet tall, but it's a guy. It's not like a monster. Um, but he was deranged looking. They get in the car. He gets in the car, and as they're pulling out, they have to turn around and go back the way they came because there's no other where to go. They start to see these kids in the back part of these trailers, like, and they were weird looking. Oh, man. Somebody has to say it. Dogman has a butt roast. What's up, East Wolf? All right, Libra, I will. What's the cover of Behold the Pale Horse? Hang on, I'll get it for you in a second. That's Behold the Pale White Horse, or Pale Horse. That's what the book looks like. Yep. It's probably one of the most fascinating books that you can get. Well, they both have this. The edited version and the unedited version both have the same cover. No, it's a soft cover. The scariest Dogman encounter I've ever narrated. I'm not sure how that goes. Probably the Philadelphia or the Pennsylvania Delaware Hunter one was really creepy, but for some reason, I think the ambulance driver experience really got to me because there was like four dogmen surrounding a ambulance and using to try to get them off the road. T Neil, you can't get the unedited version anymore. If you go to like a used bookstore, look at the copyright and anything before 2005 or revised in 220 is edited. But it does, the unedited version still does have the interesting, CFR trilateral connection and stuff like that. It's very cool. Do you have any saved encounters of Dogman, Liverman, Bigfoot? Bodhi, do you have any saved encounters of Dogman versus Liverman? They're more or less creepypastas, to be honest with you. I've read a couple. I had one where JR saw in Gila some either feral humans or crawlers kill a dogman, but there's a lot of those that are creepy pastas out there. Yes, Martha, exactly. Ral, the Appalachian Trail is basically like the hills have eyes. Alligator Horse, have a great night. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. IE native, yes, 100%. I didn't meet feral people. I was just sharing an encounter that somebody said that. Wishmaster, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow, brother. Morning, DL. Yeah, that one's great, actually, Rob. That one is good. My ex's family is feral as well. Jamie, I agree with you 100% on that. I totally agree. I think that they are using portals, and I think there's other things that are coming out of portals. Martha, it's all about views and money for them, you know. Well, Dogman, you came in. If they're using portals to travel through, they'd still be flesh, you know. Robert, have a good night, brother. Joseph, I'm glad you found my channel too. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Pups, could be. Kyle, no, not really. I think they're definitely in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. But I mean they're nomadic. They travel. I read that too, Jimmy. I read that too. Well, thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. I wonder if that's why. I hope so, Gravity. Yeah, I know. I've seen them, Dogman. You came in. Okay, let's try this. What are you trying, Jeff from Georgia? My ex is related to Skunk Ape. I think everyone's ex is related to Skunk Ape, to be honest with you. I told our mayor about Big Dog Man. He was skeptical about it until we had one show up scaring locals here in Payson, Arizona. No shit. That's crazy. I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna do, and I don't know if I want to make the announcement yet. All right. So, in honor of Claudia Ackley, I am going to, and for those of you who are watching, please don't share this other than here right now. I am going to pursue Claudia's lawsuit, but I don't want financial means. I want New York State to admit, even though she fought for California to admit, I want New York State to admit that there are Bigfoot and other creatures in our forest and that they know about it, because if they didn't know about it, there wouldn't be laws on the books that we can't shoot a Bigfoot. Why is there a law on the book? And because she was such a dear friend of mine and will be missed. I talked to her 2 weeks before she fucking died, man. It's crazy. I'm gonna pursue it. Lori Barnes, she passed away. She had a heart attack. She was sick though. She was sick for years. Years. And I think a lot of her sickness stemmed from trauma that she had happened to her throughout her life. I mean, honestly, Claudia Ackley, I got to talk to Josh Gates because of her. I would have never been able to talk to Josh Gates because of Claudia, just a wonderful woman. And so I'm going to talk to a few people that I know who are legal minded, probably a paralegal, and figure out a way of doing that. Daniel, TUI is the greatest round ever. I literally have a whole ammo box full of them. What's up, John Page? I don't know. I'm not even going to make an assumption of infrasound on Claudia. I just know that she was sick, and I don't want to do her any injustice by making any kind of guesses of why, Yeah, about 30 states. You're right, Jeff. Yeah, he actually did say something about the submarine. Kathy Hayes, guess I'll be getting it tomorrow. Why? What's going on, Kathy? Are you in trouble? Up ahead, he saw a young guy all in black standing there in front of his... Libra, did you send me that email? Good night, Donna. For years. And Jamie, it wasn't... Claudia Ackley wasn't only hassled by Dogman and Bigfoot, but there was like demonic entities that were harassing her and were just like violating her terribly. I mean, her and her fucking kids were living through hell. Her husband, her dog actually went psychotic and attacked the family. It was bad. Jeff, I can't find the interview of Claudia by Josh Gates. I don't know. RH, I don't know what that means. Donna, have a wonderful night. Thank you for blessing me tonight. All right, cool. Thank you, Jeff. I sent messages above. You didn't email me, Libra? Please, because I want to read it. I was going to read it on my phone for you. Jeff, what is a crawler? Robert Gibson. I think I think what crawlers are, and this is my own assumption and my own opinion. I may be wrong, brother, but my thing is I think crawlers were created in Dulce or DUMBs, deep underground military bases, um, for government purposes. That's my own opinion. Uh, um, Interesting, Dogman, UK man. Interesting. Put it this way, I want you to email me. Thank you, Renee. Blessings to you. Jimmy, I don't know about that story. I definitely don't know about that. What's up, Giant Slayer? Ral, that's a very good theory. We don't really know. I don't, we call them dog men because they have a snout and a tail, but just because they look like a dog doesn't necessarily mean their fur is like a dog. Their fur may be what's that goddamn uh what are those Christmas trees? You know those stupid Christmas trees that the lights come out of? Te- um they're like little pieces of hair or string that the lights come out of. Fiber optic. Who's to say that Dogman's hair is not like a fiber optic effect to it, and that's why they cloak? Like if you look at that picture that I have from Scotland, that lady took the photo and there was nothing except those deer in that field. All of a sudden, there's this cloaked looking figure behind the deer. And so, I mean, who knows? This is all new kind of science that's, we're in a fucking guessing game. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. What's up, Marissa? How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. 50,000 subs, man. Holy crap. Gravity, no, don't leave. All right, Dennis, cool. I appreciate that. I did get your first email that you sent just a few minutes ago. Mike Spano, thank you. William, our live shows are awesome. They are programmed not to hurt humans, but they do. And there's unchipped ones too. Jimmy, thank you very much. I eventually will probably get there. I know if I ever do hit 100,000 subs, I don't I'm a pessimist, to be honest with you. I have really bad self-esteem, and so I always think the worst of things about myself. Um, but if I do ever hit 100,000 subs, I really plan on doing something fucking special for us. Um, Maybe like a meet and greet or something like that, where set something up in Ohio or maybe in like the middle of the country. I don't know, someplace where the majority of you guys can get to in a day's drive. I didn't ignore your comments, and that's how I talk. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I don't mean anything by it, but I'm a grown man, so please don't tell me how to talk on my channel. If I curse, it's not, I don't mean any disrespect to God. So, and I definitely didn't ignore you. I'm reading 150 comments at once. I promise you. If I saw it, I would have read it. Jeff, good question. Has there been any good or friendly Dogman stories? Yes, a couple. I can't think of them offhand. I know there's been one where there's been a Dogman that protected a little girl. And there's one where I think in New Mexico, if I'm like right, I believe that a Dogman protected a few ladies who were lost. Daniel Rascal, Robert Sharp, who was in the comment section, is Rascal's owner, or was Rascal's owner. He's the guy who shared that with us. It was St. Christopher, Martha. St. Christopher. Good sir, Mr. Stokes, Lily encounter. I don't know what that means. Yes, Rob Salazar. Oh, Dogman saved the woman. Yes, thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you very much for, yes, the Dogman. There was an experience, 1800s. There was an experience in South Dakota, in the Black Hills of South Dakota. And this woman was hiking. She was pregnant at the time, and she was showing. And there was a strange looking coyote trapped in a foot trap or whatever they're called. And she was like, how I need to free this animal. How am I going to, I will, Libra. How am I going to release it? What do I do? She did, right? And John Page, I'm trying to read everybody's comment, but like, please retype it. I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm sorry. So she freed the Dogman, right? And but she didn't know it was a Dogman at the time. Okay. So after she freed it, she freed the Dogman. She realized that its feet were weird looking and this and that. And then it took off, it ran away. Like a year and a half later, she goes back hiking, right? She's got her baby in one of those baby backpacks in the front, and all of a sudden she's in kind of like this walled off area where there's this like monstrous creature. All of a sudden it's growling at her. She's completely fucked in her eyes, in her baby. All of a sudden these dogmen come out and help her, right? I think it was 2 or 3. The smallest dogman guides her out of the area while the other 2 are fighting this demonic looking dogman. She then is with this small dogman. The dogman looks at her and points to her belly and then points to its paw. And she realizes why it's pointing at her paw, or at the paw in the belly, because this was the dogman that she had freed a year and a half later. And finally, she put it all together. Yes, that story's from South Dakota. Pearl Green, have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for blessing me too. I appreciate that. Cynthia, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, John Page, if you could email me, brother, I really do want to hear. Levi, I said I was going to look into that. I definitely will look into that. And I forget the lady, the Lone Star lady. I didn't know, I can't read it like 1,000 words a minute. So if it was a good question or whatever, please share it again. And I curse. That's what I do. It just comes out naturally. Terry Pete, you know it. Yeah, Jenny, I agree with that. That's crazy. I always do that too. I've got some sea salt we use for kids' bath. Yeah, Dogman, you came in. That was happening in Pennsylvania or Ohio. I actually called the clinic where the thing was kept. Thanks, Rob Salazar. Give you a little knuckle. Carolyn, have a good night. Rami's just snubbed me. Dead sea salt has a higher absorption rate of magnesium than Epsom salt. Really? My daughter, my little bud, takes baths with Epsom salt. Is that not good to do? Or Dogman in Yonkers? I know there's been a Dogman encounter in Shelter Island because the lady was a subscriber here and shared it with me. Be careful, Dogman, you came in. Dogman, help if you were being chased by a feral person. MS, that's a good question. I honestly don't know. Jeff, what do you want me to do? I'm trying to give you information. I don't know how. John Page, I'm going to look for your next comment. What are you trying to send me? Jenny, what about Vietnam? Pennsylvania, Silent Hill. Centralia is the name of the town. Silent Hill. Dead sea salt is better. Okay. Jeff, email is in his bio. Yeah, John Page, if it'd be easier, I can put my email in the comment below in there so you can send it to me. And Jenny, what's the question about Vietnam? I don't have mods because I don't believe in mods because I just rockin' steady. I try to get to everybody. I really do. John Page, here. I'm going to put it right here for you, brother. Right here. It's under pup 7. It's under pup 7, brother. It's under pup 7 in between Jenny Banks. Yes. Okay, here we go. All right. This is Libra Poet's experience, real quick. Holy shit. Guys, in the last 5 minutes, I've gained 6 more subs. I'm literally at 50,131. It's crazy. It's crazy. Jody Bates, what's up, brother? Thank you. I did get your email. I will be contacting you very shortly, I promise. All right, here. Let's find Libra. Okay, here we go. An old friend from high school had an older brother who told us that in 2009 he was driving very late at night down a quiet country lane, narrow and not well lit. He said as he continued to drive up ahead, he suddenly saw a young guy in the road up ahead, all in black, just standing there. And then as he got closer, he had to slow down because this guy was just standing in front of his car, just staring at him. It was the weirdest situation because my friend's brother said he just had this cold stare, and the narrow country lane was such a random and bizarre place for such a situation to occur. He shouted to the guy to get the fuck out of the road, to which the guy ignored him and continued moving towards his car. So my friend's brother got angry, confused, and scared. He actually drove into the guy because he felt like something bad was about to happen. He drove off very quickly. He did not know what happened to the mysterious, creepy guy, but he never heard anything about a dead guy or a guy who had been hit by a car in the area on the news afterward. He felt the whole experience was supernatural. T. Neal, that was from T. Neal. I completely think that he did the right thing. I would have plowed into the MFer too. 100,000 coming next. You're right, brother. Well, Dennis, we won't have to. With your encounter when we do an interview, Dea Betty official, how are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Dea Betty. Dennis, when we do your interview, brother, we won't even use your real name. We'll just leave you open. Even though I'm talking about it right now, no one will know what your name will be because you know what I mean? Anonymity is the key, most important thing on the channel. There was that Dogman video game. There's a werewolf video game that that remember that one that it had like the weird looking arms, and then that channel Exploring Wilderness said this is an actual trail cam picture. And my daughter's like, Dad, I played that video game. That's not real. You guys remember that? John Page, I literally just put, John, listen, John Page, I'm going to put my email information right here, right now. I just did it again. I'm going to do it again for you. Pay attention, please. I'm not being rude. I'm just, please pay attention to this because I'm putting it. Okay, John, right under Libra Poet saying, I think John Page is trolling, LOL, is my email address. Right under me is Steel Redneck, AKA from Georgia. All right, brother? It's right there. Libra. Munching crew, hey y'all. Barbara Patron, how are you? Thank you very much, and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. All right. How about an encounter? As long as nobody thinks I'm ignoring them while I read an encounter. Here we go. This is from North Carolina. I'm sharing this from Durham, North Carolina. I'm not getting. Okay. Hey, everyone. I'm sharing this from Durham, North Carolina. I'm not going to assume that what I saw was actually a cryptid, but I've spent nearly 4 hours trying to figure out what I saw. And I've come up with nothing except a moose. And this is way too far south for it to have been a moose. It was probably 100 feet ahead of me, loping out of the woods like a dog would lope through deep snow. It was almost black in color except for its enormous, reflective red eyes that were the size of dinner plates glowing back at me. It had thin legs like a deer, but was easily twice my size, covered in long matted fur. It had the face of a dog and a tail that extended probably 2 feet behind it. It almost looked like it was grimacing as it moved, like I caught it in a way that it was vulnerable. It didn't slow down though, loping the full width of the street in maybe 5 hops before disappearing amongst the trees. I texted my neighbor and he joked that it's a dogalope. But honestly, I just want to know if anyone else had ever seen anything like this. Update, it was definitely not a moose. I don't believe it was an elk. It was not a cow or a buffalo. For those wondering, it had no antlers and its head was distinctly canine. It was in the backwoods near Durham Chapel Hill Road specifically. Definitely a Dogman. Did John Page find it yet? I don't know how he's struggling. John, I just put my email in the comment section, brother. Are you paying attention? Here, I'm gonna put it one more time, John. John Page. This is for you. Pay attention. It's coming up right now. I'm only teasing you, brother. I'm only teasing you. Don't get butthurt, because I love you. All right. There it is, right there, John Page. Right under Jared Cooper and right above Charlie Knight. Jared Cooper trolls in the chat. Who's trolling, Jared Cooper? Okay, it's in yellow. It's in yellow, brother. Did he find it? Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman, please. Paging Mr. Herman. No, it's still there. It's still there. Is Pee Wee Herman still alive, you think? I bet you still, Libra. Maybe he is. I'm rubbing my kitty. Oh my. Let's check and see if we got his email. Nope, nothing yet. Has anyone seen it yet? Get me Jeff Nadolny's email. Please get me Jeff's email. Where's Jeff's email? Guys, hello. Oh, poor John. He is still alive. I don't know. I don't know if he's serious or not. I hope he is. YouTube URL is not. Oh my fuck. Guys. John, nobody said anything about a YouTube URL. Oh, is he a black-eyed kid or something? What the shit is going on? What the hell just happened? Holy bejesus. He's something. He needs a hug, I bet you. John W. sent you an email. Jeff, or Pups. John W. who? John who? John W. John Page? Now you're confusing me, Pups. Dude, I got John Page asking me for my email, and then there was some chick talking about putting a zucchini in her twat. What the fuck is going on? Yes, Brett Alexander, you did see the paperback cover of Clockwork Orange in my back. Good eye, Brett. Good eye. No cat busting. Holy shite, man. I don't know where she went. I don't know. I think she got a timeout. I don't fucking know, dude. I got embarrassed. I got blushed up here. I was like, damn, what's going on? Phew. You're a little hot under the collar. This is pretty much every live stream, guys. I heard they're making a remake of Clockwork Orange, though. Has anyone else heard that? I already did, Sonia. I got it covered for you, girl. Dude, 5 more subs again. I can't fathom what's going on. Oops, one. Yeah, I think someone said a clockwork. A new one. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Dogman is trolling. Someone's trolling. It's the men in black. Let me check and make sure there's nobody outside my house. No, I haven't, Nick. I have not seen that. Speaking of men in black, here we go. We live outside of Houston, Texas. My wife and I were at home in our backyard. It was a beautiful cloudy day on 10/21/21. I first noticed one cloud stop while the rest moved. I asked my wife to watch it as well. We noticed a swirl in the cloud until it opened. I'm not sure if it was a portal, but it grabbed my attention. 3 figures flew out of the opening and then transformed into a human form. They were light-skinned with long hair with fitted outfits that resembled villainous characters from Superman. They hovered in front of the portal area as if checking something out. We noticed windows on a craft, which caused us to also notice a doorway on a ship. Then observed the other beings in the background of the doorway as if they were riding on a train or subway. We saw 2 human-like figures go back inside, walk downstairs into the inside, and fade away. The remaining figure began looking at us. We felt the intuition of knowing that they were intentionally showing themselves to us for a reason. The last figure flew inside the portal, entered the craft's doorway. He touched the open part of the portal and swiped it with his hand, and the portal closed as if automated. About an hour later, we were sitting on our patio. A black SUV pulled into our driveway. 2 men dressed in all black clothing and sunglasses got out of the SUV and walked towards us. The lead man did not greet us, but immediately asked if we had reported what we had witnessed in the sky. We were shocked. We responded that we did not report anything. I then asked them who they were. They didn't answer. They both turned, got into their SUV, and pulled out. That was the last time either of us had seen them. I will mention that the man spoke in a monotone voice that was somewhat high-pitched in tone. Their skin color was weirdly opaque as well. In fact, the 2 men looked like they could have been twins. I still have no explanation. Who's going to bed? Who'd I miss? Who's going to bed? Lady Homestead, have a good night. Man, I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better. Feel better soon, please. Thank you, Lady Homestead. Feel better too. I hope you go home soon and lay in your own bed. Every Gen Z thinks your YouTube URL is. Is he still for real? John, we gave you the email about 100 times, bro. Holy bizarre. That was so bizarre. What is going on? My dad is doing a lot better. A lot better. Thank you for asking, two-way. Libra, I put him in a timeout. Like, what's his name? Raphael or whatever his name was. Daniel, no, I have one mod and she's not in tonight, but Joshua Platt, good one, brother, good one. My refrigerator's making some kind of funky noise. That Lady Homestead, that's why you got to get a jewel and just have it in your pocket. Daniel, the reason why I don't have mods is because I don't want anyone in mods. I don't think that people I don't think that, it's the channel, so I don't want people getting banned for no reason. You know what I mean? Cynthia Beaumont, we are all going to unsub now because of this, whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Where's Dark Waters? Dark Waters, what's up, brother? How are you? I texted you last week. Did you see I hit 50,000? What's up, Scott Ray? How are you? Probably. Yeah, thank you, brother. I'm going to give you a call tomorrow sometime. I'm doing well, Scott. I'm doing well. Never seen standing goats. Thank you, Kevin. Hey, Tyler Marshall. How are you? I hear you, Larry. I hear you, brother. Terry Pete, me and Dark Waters have done videos together. Yes, D-Dub. I am. I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Time to upgrade our brain and thanks, Randall. Appreciate that. I hear you, Libra. I hear you. RH, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I'd love that. Yeah, Terry Pete. That's a little crazy. DW, good night, brother. I'll call you tomorrow. I got to talk to you about some things. Mike Spano, have a great night, brother. Be good. Here's a good one out of Arizona. Hang on a second. Dude, those trolls were making me sweat, bro. Holy shit. I don't know how to handle trolls. Mrs. Firehorse, I know, I was talking to him. Two-way. Next time I have him on, I will have Pups, it's a troll. Guys, it's a troll. It's a troll. Terry Pete, they're trolls. You can't tell? Yes, Enki. Holy crap. Dude, we've never had trolls in this. No, it was an actual channel, guys. I went and looked. Visiting the Mojave Desert. Oh, speaking of that, Ginny, that's crazy because I've got a Goatman experience. Well, actually, a Centaur experience right here. So here we go. One of my cousin's brothers told me this. He works in construction. He told me a story about three of his friends that he still works with. Three guys are Mexican. Of the three of them, one is an older guy. The story took place east of Flagstaff, Arizona, heading towards Loop. Yeah. I would say about 20 miles from Flagstaff. There are a lot of cinder cones or hills in that area. There's a stretch of highway that goes down a long hill. The three guys were driving from Flagstaff one night. I don't remember where they said they were going, but it was late. The older man was driving. They started down a long hill. When they were halfway down, they witnessed something very crazy and weird. They saw a centaur, half man, half horse, jump in the center of the road. They said it was large, at least 7 to 8 feet tall. It had long hair and was carrying a wooden club in one of its hands. They said it had a very evil-looking face. The sight of it freaked them out, and the guy that was driving swerved off the road and they rolled the truck. They crawled out of the vehicle. The older guy that was driving was having a heart attack. They called 911 and soon they were taken to Flagstaff Medical Center. They didn't tell anybody about what they witnessed because of fear that nobody would believe them. The older man recovered, and they all kept asking each other if they really saw what they had seen. They all agreed that they had seen it. They told my cousin about it, and he went to a Navajo medicine man. He asked the medicine man about it. The man told him, yes, it was probably true. He said there are 7 of these creatures that people have seen over the years. The one that they saw with the long hair was an evil one. I've heard stories that my friends have told me about growing up. I wasn't sure if it was real or not. What's up, trending topic? Libra, have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, DL, centaurs or something. All right, guys. We've been going on for about 2.5 hours. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me. And I really appreciate all your support here. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow morning, a surprise upload for you, one that you will all like, I'm definitely sure. Two-way, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it soon, but I'll let everyone know when we do another one of those questions with Victor. Rob, you know my email, brother. You're kidding, right? Rob, I'm not ignoring you. I gave you my email. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you again for hanging out, and definitely a good night. All right, guys. Have a great night. God bless you all. Stay safe.